Okay, Great Battles of the American Civil War, Dead of Winter, the first edition with the turn continuation table. So I just finished moving. Okay, so I did a brigade movement coordinated action. I moved Ector's brigade forward. And what I found interesting is that I haven't yet seen any type of opportunity fire, which I find interesting since there is reaction fire. So the reason why I wonder about this is Ector's brigade is moving across this open area. This, by the way, is lower ground. Make sure I'm right about that. Wait, am I right about that? Yeah. And I just wondered now, I hope these lines of brown don't mean something. Oh well. Worry about that later. So as Ector's brigade moves across the open area here, you know, why can't the artillery here fire on them as they move forward? So, in any case, after the brigade movement action by Ector there, I guess let's see. So if successful, he performs a chosen action and then repeats 2. Okay, so he goes back, he can pass, which they're not going to. The Confederates want to advance, so they want to keep taking the initiative. Yeah. And choose another action. Now one thing will be clear. Ector will not be able to do a brigade movement action again, because that's not repeatable. Oh, this is a fatigue action. Brigade movement is a fatigue action. I guess I should look at that first, since I finished his well, let's see in what order. Alright, I'll still look for this. Any type of opportunity fire. See, because we have reactions. Return fire, defensive fire, charge fire, withdrawal fire, retreat fire, counter charge. Is it defensive fire? These reactions are triggered when non-acting units are the targets of assault. It's not. Okay, maybe it's under artillery rules in particular, because otherwise... Actually, that's not true. There is multi-hex infantry combat here. So... It just seems odd. With everything this game is supposed to have. Withdrawal fire, retreat fire. Doesn't help. Artillery, charging, divisional assault, wow. Divisional assault. Morale, charge fire. Artillery. Okay, chapter 16 is artillery. So batteries and sections. And then we have gun crews. The game does have gun crews, by the way. And I will play with everything here. I guess I'll be really clear if I'm going to skip anything, but it's not my intention to skip anything here. So crew, whoa, we have a lot of rules on crews. Oh my. Now am I supposed to put crews out? Each artillery section includes a crew which is not needed. Okay, that's what is not needed on the map until combat result adversely affects that crew. That's what I was wondering about. Captured guns, artillery ranges, rapid fire, artillery accuracy. Okay, I just don't see anything. That seems interesting. Oh well, I guess there isn't any opportunity. Even if you think opportunity fires for like newer 20th century squad scale, then at least call it, there's no defensive fire or reaction fire. Maybe reaction fire would be even more relevant here, but I just don't see it. So let's go back to fatigue. What do I do about fatigue? Fatigue, chapter 20. Fatigue action. Certain actions may lead to fatigue exhaustion if performed too many times within a single turn. These fatigue actions are noted on the action summary chart. That's where I saw it. Brigade movement is a fatigue action. Let me give some other examples. Division movement, yeah. If brigade movement's a fatigue action, I would think division movement is. Brigade assault and divisional assault. Uncoordinated brigade movement, uncoordinated cavalry movement, and uncoordinated assault and activation are all fatigue actions. Okay. Reactions never lead to fatigue, but assault actions always affect both sides in terms of fatigue. That's good to remember. In addition, route movement is considered a fatigue action. If a unit performs a fatigue action, you either may place an action 1 mark. You know, I was always wondering what to do with these because the game comes with a lot of these action 1 and action 2 markers, and now I guess I see where we use that. You can put the action 1 marker on it, or so note in the boxes provided on the roster sheets. If a unit with an action 1 status performs a fatigue action, flip the marker status over to indicate action 2 status. If an infantry or dismounted cavalry unit in action 2 status performs a fatigue action, that unit is now fatigued. Oh, indicate it was such. So we do have a marker for that. Where is it? Oh, did I not even? Guess I should get those out. So fatigue markers. Also, we have exhausted and fatigued. We have exhausted and fatigued. Which, by the way, since I'm looking, we have flight. I have no idea what that is. Route. There it is. So I would mark them fatigued. On the back of the fatigue, pinned. Okay. Alright. We also have engaged. I have no idea what all these are for yet. And skirmish. So a lot of details. We also have low ammo, out of ammo. Okay, so I guess what this means is, since it's the same turn, Hector did this brigade movement action, which is a fatigue action. So I guess I mark them action 1 markers. Is that right? Yeah. Yep. If a fatigued unit performs a fatigue action, roll 1 die and compare the result to the unit's morale. If higher, the unit is now exhausted, otherwise it remains fatigued. Indicate change in status with the proper marker. Leaders, artillery, and wagons do not suffer from fatigue. So, alright, so technically I'm going to put Hector above. I guess the artillery soldiers just don't work hard enough to become fatigued. They're lazy. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. I was wondering about the action 1 and 2 markers. That's what they are. It does have to do with that repetition of certain actions within the same turn. makes perfect sense.